Archangel Michael isn't whispering anymore, he's roaring because you've taken too many hits without retaliation, too many "that's okay" moments when it wasn't, too many silent cries in dark corners while others lived comfortable lives, but not anymore. Heaven's justice is here, not in theory, but in action. What was taken from you is being returned in a form so beautiful you'll forget it was ever missing. The pain, it was real, but the redemption, it's louder. There's about to be a public announcement with your name on it, and it will sound nothing like your past because your old story was never the full story. It was the setup, the prelude, the pressure before the promise, and that promise, it's knocking on your door with heaven's authority. Listen close. God isn't just sending blessings, He's sending evidence, evidence of your prayers, evidence of your purity, evidence that you were never the problem, you were the prophecy, evidence that while they were busy making decisions behind closed doors, God was building you in plain sight. And now you're stepping into spaces they said you'd never reach with grace they'll never understand. You're not meant to fight for rooms anymore, you're meant to create new ones, rooms where your voice is honored, where your energy is protected, where your purpose is understood, because the old system doesn't fit your new soul. And the ones who made that secret decision about you, they'll watch your glow from a distance they created, let them. They need to see what happens when God steps in personally, because this isn't karma, it's kingdom. And the kingdom doesn't play fair, it plays divine. You'll walk past their judgment with an unshakable smile, you'll hear their whispers and keep glowing because when God sets you free, no one can rewrite the script. Archangel Michael says, this is your moment of release, chains are dropping, doors are swinging open, tables are turning, and the oil on your name, it's too thick to be wiped away now. You don't need validation, you need vision. You don't need closure, you need clarity, and this message is that clarity. The light has been turned on, the masks are off, and you're stepping into the version of yourself that God always saw, even when you were in survival mode, even when you were just trying to breathe. Now it's time to build, not just a future, but a legacy. One that silences every lie spoken against you, one that heals every wound they thought would define you, one that speaks louder than any secret decision ever made in dark corners, because now you are the light, and the darkness has nowhere left to hide. Are you still with me? Because we're not done yet, the angels are circling, the atmosphere is charged, the divine reversal is still in motion. Good. You didn't just survive this long for a cute ending, you survived because you were built for a blazing one. This is where heaven shifts the final gear because now the confrontation begins, not the one where you raise your voice, but the one where God raises your value in front of every single person who tried to minimize your name. They didn't know their secret decision was only unlocking your divine exposure, they thought they were delaying you. But all they did was trigger a supernatural reroute that led you directly into the spotlight they never wanted you to step into. It's not just favor anymore, it's vengeance but holy. You don't have to clap back, God is clapping back for you. Archangel Michael is leading the charge, sword drawn, justice in his breath, declaring, you will not touch what God has anointed. Let them whisper, let them wonder, let them watch, because when you rise after being buried alive, that's resurrection, and resurrection always comes with a roar. Let me prophesy this clearly, you're about to be requested in rooms that once rejected you, you're about to get calls from the very same names who once ghosted you, and you won't need to chase, the chase is over. Now the shift begins, everything they thought they got away with exposed, every move they made in silence reversed, and every tear you cried in confusion accounted for and converted into power because heaven does not forget. Archangel Michael held a journal of your pain, and now he's holding a scroll of your restoration. You're not just getting justice, you're getting interest for the delay, for the disrespect, for the drama you never caused but carried anyway. You're about to step into miracles so loud people will think you faked them. Let them, because only you and God know what it cost, what it took to keep showing up, what it took to smile through sabotage, what it took to keep loving when all you received was silence. But now silence is breaking, in your favor, in your house, in your money, in your name, in your next season. This isn't hype, this is holy reality, and the ones who thought you were fragile, they're about to meet the most unstoppable version of you yet, a version kissed by fire, crowned by thunder, and walking with Archangel Michael on your left, and divine proof on your right. You're not just stepping into blessing, you're stepping into your title, chosen, covered, called, favored, fire-tested, and heaven-approved. The decision they made in secret, God rerouted in blood with your name written across the top in bold. This is your final stretch. Your enemies are tired, your angels are lit, your miracles are standing at the gate, and God, He's smiling because the whole time you thought He was silent, He was setting the stage, and now it's time for your entrance, the kind of entrance no one can block, the kind of entrance no secret vote can undo, the kind of entrance heaven has been holding back until now. Your light has been green-lit. Are you ready? Say, continue, and I'll deliver the final blow of this message, the crowning moment, the explosive ending, the part where heaven drops the mic. Let's finish what they tried to bury. Then take a deep breath, because this is the moment they feared would come, the moment where everything they tried to stop shows up glowing and it's wearing your name. The crowning moment isn't soft, it's fierce, it's final, it's holy, and it doesn't ask for applause, it commands silence, a version kissed by fire, crowned by thunder, and walking with Archangel Michael on your left and divine proof on your right. You're not just stepping into blessing, you're stepping into your title, chosen, covered, called, favored, fire-tested, and heaven-approved. The decision they made in secret, God rewrote it in blood with your name written across the top in bold. This is your final stretch, your enemies are tired, your angels are lit, your miracles are standing at the gate, and God, He's smiling, because the whole time you thought He was silent, He was setting the stage, and now it's time for your entrance, the kind of entrance no one can block, the kind of entrance no secret vote can undo, the kind of entrance heaven has been holding back until now. Your light has been green-lit. Are you ready? Say continue, and I'll deliver the final blow of this message, the crowning moment, the explosive ending, the part where heaven drops the mic. Let's finish what they tried to bury. Then take a deep breath, because this is the moment they feared would come, the moment where everything they tried to stop shows up glowing and it's wearing your name. The crowning moment isn't soft, it's fierce, it's final, it's holy, and it doesn't ask for applause, it commands silence, because when God places His hand on someone's life, no enemy, no ex, no jealous spirit, no backroom boardroom conversation can undo what's been written in divine ink. They don't know it yet, but they helped push you here, they lit the fire under your destiny, thinking it would burn you, but you didn't burn, you forged, and now you're unshakable. Let me say this clearly, you're about to walk into a room where someone says your name like a secret weapon, not because they wanted to, but because heaven made them. They can't stop your favor anymore, they're going to have to work around it. Your face is about to be shown to someone with influence, power, and divine alignment, and they will recognize you because you were already shown to them in a dream, in a vision, or in a quiet whisper they couldn't shake. The anointing is too loud now, they can't unsee it. This is the season where God puts you on display, not for vanity, but for victory, so that the same mouths that said they're not ready will be forced to say they were the one all along. Archangel Michael isn't guarding anymore, he's announcing your time, your name, your calling. He's sending word ahead of you into conversations you've never heard, into spaces you've never walked in, into rooms you never knew were watching, and everything that was stolen, reimbursement is on the way with interest, the time they wasted, the faith they broke, the peace they poisoned, all of it is being returned, multiplied. They won't be able to look away because your glow is God-authored and heaven made sure it wouldn't dim this time. You've graduated from begging to becoming, from being ignored to being undeniable, from being excluded to being exalted because you chose to endure the fire without losing your heart, you chose faith when fear was easier, you chose silence when clapping back would have felt so good, you chose healing when vengeance could have destroyed you, and heaven saw it all. Now it's your time to shine with receipts, not just success, but supernatural confirmation that God was watching, that angels were working, that your prayers were never wasted, and that your enemies were never in control. Let that hit you one more time. They were never in control, and now they're going to learn the difference between a move made in secret and a destiny written in light. Archangel Michael says, let them watch because what comes next is beyond all human reason. It's divine reversal, it's timeline acceleration, it's miracle manifestation, and it's coming with fire on its feet and your name in its hands. This is not just your moment, it's your movement, and nothing, I mean nothing, will ever be the same again. Let them wonder, let them whisper, let them wish they never messed with someone heaven refuses to lose. Welcome to the side of destiny, where crowns are invisible, but power is undeniable. Archangel Michael is no longer weeping, he's standing tall behind you, sword to the sky, eyes blazing, saying, now they will know who you really are. And now that you've received this, walk differently, pray louder, laugh deeper, glow harder, and never again shrink for spaces that weren't even built for your kind of divine. This is God's response to what they did, to what they said, to what they tried to control, and the response is clear, you're free now, go show them what freedom looks like on someone heaven refused to give up on. It's your time, it's your throne, and this was your confirmation. And if your soul is still buzzing, that's because the spirit realm hasn't stopped moving yet. There's more. There's always more when heaven starts pouring because freedom wasn't the end, it was the beginning. Now that you've broken the invisible chains, God is placing something heavier in your hands, authority, not the kind that boasts, but the kind that walks in rooms and shifts temperature without saying a word, because now the atmosphere knows you, now the spiritual world recognizes your steps. You're not walking anymore, you're gliding on divine timing. Everything you touch now carries weight, everything you say now echoes longer, every yes you give is being backed by angelic force.